Nein, jetzt
Okay.
nicht.
Hello?
Hello, I'm Jeet. Hello, Patrick. Patrick is right?
Hello, how are you?
Great.
Very good to connect with you finally. It's good. So I'm live on the air right now, I'm assuming. Is that correct?
Yes, and I will go to look if it's all right. Also now you present you on itself, yes? Alone. Okay?
Oh, okay, very good.
I come in 2 minutes again. Please.
Please, you can. You can. Hello, Patrick.
Hello. I'm live on the air right now, I'm assuming.
You can talk about von Medmob.
Oh, okay, very good. I guess I'll start with the story of how Medmob started. I was in India for 1 month towards the end of 2010, and I was helping build a school in a village outside of Delhi, and then I spent a few days at the oasis in the middle of the desert, and then 10 days at the foot of the Himalayas. And I really took this trip as an opportunity to dive deep into myself and find out what I am most inspired by, what drives me and what I want to create with my life. And I was meditating in the airplane on my flight back to the United States, and I was over the Atlantic Ocean, and I had a clear vision and an inspiration, just like a deep insight to organize some type of event at the Texas state capitol in Austin, Texas. And I've always been very fascinated with bringing a new perspective and a new awareness to people in politics, to people in positions of power who make decisions who affect all of us, right? And I know that politicians aren't the ones that really make the decisions, but I thought it was a great first step. And so when I got back to Austin, I was talking to a few friends of mine, and one of my friends in Austin, who's a big Kundalini yoga teacher, he said, you know what, I was meditating a couple days ago, and I had the idea of going under the Capitol dome and oming with a bunch of friends under the dome. And then 2 weeks later, our mutual friend Ben contacted us and said, hey guys, what do you guys think of doing a flash mob meditation at the Capitol? And at the time I was like, what's a flash mob? And he said, it's just a random, unexpected, organized event in public that people don't know what's happening. And we think it would be a real beautiful way to share what's been going on as an internal experience with the outside world. And I said, well, similar idea came to three of us separately. Let's do it, right? So in January of last year, 2011, on a Thursday, Ben put together a Facebook event for 2 days later to do a flash mob meditation at the Capitol. 1 hour of silent meditation open to everybody, all practices, all religions, all peoples, spread throughout the front lawn of the Capitol on the outside, and then 11 minutes of sound bath, oming, eyeing, expressing the inner voice of realization through sound vibration on the inside of the Capitol in the rotunda. And so we did it. 2 days later, 60 to 70 people showed up. And it was one of the most beautiful things I ever walked into, to be honest. I got there 15 minutes into the meditation. It was such a beautiful sight to see people spread throughout the Capitol, meditating, shining brightness, and the impact that it had on the tourists that were coming from all over Texas, families, kids, security guards, army officers, tour guides. It created an opportunity for all these people who don't experience meditation on a daily basis like we do to pause for a moment and allow a new stream of consciousness to flow through, a new perspective that may have an impact in them in that moment and maybe even the rest of their lives. So after we did the meditation in front, we went inside the Capitol dome and we all formed a circle in the Capitol and did a sound bath inside there. It was just so boom, pow, powerful. It just had such an impact that vibrated through all the walls of the Capitol. And I've been going to the Capitol on a regular basis that year. I have a solar energy business, to go to legislative meetings and committee hearings to voice my opinion and my perspective on renewable energy. And so I knew the hundreds, maybe thousands of people that go there on a weekday dressed in suits and ties.
Also hier nicht.
Ach so.
Also hier ist die ganze Zeit flüssig.
So I knew the impact that this was happening on the space. So I turned to Josh and Ben afterwards and I said, hey guys, this is incredible. Let us do it again, you know? And they said, okay, let's do it. So the next month, 250 people showed up to the Capitol in February of last year. And one of our friends had made a video of the first event and posted it on Facebook. So then it started spreading to other cities, and 7 other cities joined us that second month. And at that point, I thought, whoa, something magical is happening here. Something incredible is happening. So I started putting my time, energy, and focus on creating structures, creating resources, answering emails, connecting with organizers in other cities. And then the next month, it jumped to 18 cities. And then something that really spurred a big awakening is New York had a giant one in Union Square, and it jumped to 26 cities. And then London had a big one in Trafalgar Square, and it jumped to 54 cities. And then over the summer last year, Italy blew up into like 20 cities. And now and then Germany took off, and lots of European cities took off, and Asia took off. And now in over 370 cities around the world, on the same day every month, we invite all the organizers around the world to organize a Medmob in their city, where we all go out into public and invite the world to join us in this practice that creates so much internal happiness and peace for us, and shining that to the world and inviting the world to join in this practice that we feel is a natural part of the human psychology. You know, we did it when we were kids. We would just lay down on the beach and stare up at the sky without a thought, but just feeling and observing and following our intuition. So this is what drives a Medmob at the core, and we're excited to continue to connect with organizers and people around the world to spread this invitation and this love for life. So thank you for listening. That's the story of Medmob.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you. Okay, moment.
And so there are many Medmobs happening around the world, obviously, and you could find one in your city at medmob.org, medmob.org. And then also you could find out how to start one in your city if there isn't already one as well.
Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Patrick. Aus Texas, no? Wow.
I started in Austin, Texas. I live in San Francisco now,
San Francisco.
But right now I'm in Los Angeles.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Great. Yeah, and grateful, grateful Medmob. My English is not so good, sorry.
It's good. I understand.
Okay. And silence is it's the best language.
Agreed. There's so much that can be observed and received when we're in silence.
Great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good time. And we...
Okay, ich schalte wieder nach München, weil ich muss die Verbindung hier verändern.
Okay. Then we go to Munich. Wir schalten nach München nochmal zu Mahendra und zu Ralf, glaube ich, ne? Ralf und in der Zeit tut Jeet es nochmal herrichten, um nochmal vielleicht, dass es noch mit jemand anders klappt, ich glaube aus Rom. Many thankful to San Francisco, to Patrick and Patrick or Patrick? Patrick, okay. And then we go live to Munich, to Mahendra. Okay. See you.
Bye
And
bye.
have a good time. Bye bye. Ciao.